Recently, after Ukraine captured the village of Lobodny. Breakthrough of Russian deployment in Zaporozhye. First line of defense. At the same time, continue to advance east and south. U.S. Department of Defense spokesman Bryant said last Friday. Over the past 72 hours or so, Ukrainian armed forces from the Zaporozhye region. Significant progress was made on the southward advance. They are attacking Russia's second line of defense. Had some success on the Zaporizhzhia front. According to the 46th Brigade, which operates in the area, the battle has extended to northern suburb of Novoprokopivka. The village is located in small village about 4 kilometers south of Lobodny. Russia's second line of defense near Zaporozhye Oblast. The brigade's telegram channel stated, "We've skirted the highlands from the northeast, successfully put pressure on the enemy's right side, and reach its first line of defense in the southern highlands. There will be fierce battles for these fortresses next." The brigade also stated that some troops are stationed in western edge of the village of Verbu, already very close to the Russian defense line. Fort. They said Russian army continuously launch counterattacks and actively defend. We are moving forward to expel the occupiers. This month's fighting shows the enemy has no intention of giving up occupied territory. There's still a lot of work ahead. At the same time, a well-known Russian military blogger said, Ukrainian troops have advanced towards Verbo from the west, but Russian forces maintain defenses on the outskirts of the settlement. Except for the 47th Brigade, Ukrainian fighting in this direction, and the 46th Air Assault Brigade, and the 82nd Air Assault Brigade. At present, Ukraine's forward troops are far away from Tokmak, only about 10 miles away. Tukomak is also completely in Ukraine. The artillery is within range, and in the area of Veliko Novosilka. Ukraine continues to advance south. September 2nd has been reached. North of the village of Zavin, the two sides began a fierce battle. In the video we are seeing now, that's Ukraine outside the village. Used drones to track and destroy a Russian car, BMP infantry fighting vehicle. And in another video, Ukraine uses long-range artillery. Targeted removal of Russian tanks outside the village. In the direction of Veliko Novosilka, Ukraine has been steadily advancing. Ukraine's current advancement is not about speed. Instead use a lot of firepower. After clearing the defenders of their equipment and breaking their will. Another decisive blow. It seems that in the near future, Ukraine may regain the village. Seeing good progress on the Ukrainian front. The United States has also recently increased its aid to Ukraine. And the latest plan will provide depleted uranium armor-piercing bombs to Ukraine. As early as June this year, the Wall Street Journal reported, U.S. considers sending depleted uranium bombs to Ukraine. This support funding comes from the President's Appropriation Authority. Simply put, no congressional approval is required. The President of the United States can withdraw from the inventory of the United States military. Transfer equipment. Some time ago this year, the United States sent Taiwan provided weapons and equipment worth $350 million. It also comes from the presidential appropriation power. Because these weapons and equipment come directly from the U.S. military's inventory, so the whole delivery process will be very fast. According to media reports, American M1 Abrams main battle tank will arrive in Ukraine in September. And these depleted uranium armor-piercing projectiles. It may be matched with the Abrams main battle tank. 120 mm main gun. For the United States, there is currently not much diplomatic pressure to provide depleted uranium bombs. This is because the UK has taken the lead. Depleted uranium bombs provided to Ukraine for use on your own Challenger 2 tank. British Challenger 2 tank. Equipment given to Ukrainian 82nd Air Assault Brigade. The brigade was engaged in fierce fighting in Zaporozhye. Currently, it is an important force in liberating Lobodny. The brigade was engaged in the battle on the Zaporozhye front. It was an important force in the liberation of Lobodny. Currently, the 82nd Air Assault Brigade is still operating on the front lines. It is not ruled out that Ukraine is already on the front line. Depleted uranium bombs provided by the UK were used. Except for depleted uranium bombs. Another important weapon and equipment provided by the United States. It's the AIM-120 air-to-air missile. Ukrainian Air Force spokesman Irinat recently said, the United States will provide AIM-120 to Ukraine. The range will reach 160 to 180 kilometers. AIM-120 is currently the main medium-range air-to-air missile used by the United States. It actually has 4 models. But only the latest models. That is AIM-120D type. The range can reach 180 kilometers. If nothing unexpected happens. What the United States provided to Ukraine this time. It's probably the most advanced model. This in itself is not surprising to me. The United States previously supplied Ukraine with Patriot missiles. It is also the latest model. Earlier this year, the American War Zone website. It's revealed. US supplies Patriot models to Ukraine. These include Patriot 2 GEM, Patriot 3 MSE. This is what we call the Patriot 3 Extended Range Edition. Besides, there is also Patriot 3 MSD that reduces costs. What about these Patriot systems and Patriot missiles? All are currently in use by the US military. And the most advanced weapons and equipment. This can be seen from the experience of the United States in providing Patriot 3. The US military will bring out the most advanced weapons it currently uses. I don't have too many worries about supporting Ukraine. Western countries have decided to send Ukraine provided F-16 fighter jets. The United States offers advanced AIM-120. It's also natural. This medium-range air-to-air missile actually has 2 major uses. First, it can be applied to air defense systems, such as the United States, Canada, Norway. NASAMS air defense system provided. NASAMS air defense system, developed jointly by Norway and the United States. The missiles it uses were not independently developed. Instead, use off-the-shelf air-to-air missiles, such as the American Sidewinder and AIM-120. All are available to NASAMS. In addition to providing it to the air defense forces, the main use of AIM-120 will be equipped for F-16 fighter jets. 2 weeks ago, the United States has approved Denmark and the Netherlands provide F-16 fighter jets to Ukraine. The total number of donations is likely to exceed about 50 aircraft, according to a spokesman for the Dutch Ministry of Defense. Royal Netherlands Air Force. There are still 42 F-16 fighter jets. 24 of them are in combat readiness. The Netherlands is joining Denmark, leading a coalition led by NATO. A coalition of 11 other allies, teaching Ukrainian pilots how to drive and maintenance of F-16 fighter jets. Besides that, Denmark still has about 30 F-16s. also available to Ukraine. Then these fighter jets can arrive in Ukraine by the end of the year. But fighter jets are not enough. Corresponding weapon systems are also needed. Ukraine wants to gain air supremacy. You must be equipped with Sidewinder and AIM-120. AIM-120 has all-weather, beyond visual range capabilities. It's the American AIM-7. Follow-up products of the Sparrow missile series. This new missile is faster, smaller and lighter, and has improved capabilities against low-altitude targets. AIM-120 uses active radar guidance. Its radar seeker has electronic countermeasures capabilities. Its latest Model D, due to the use of double-pulse engine, and replaced the new Druck column, greatly increased range, with a maximum range of 180 kilometers. Over the past year, the Ukrainian Air Force is constrained by a lack of advanced, medium-range air-to-air missile. It has always been at a disadvantage in head-to-head confrontations with the Russian Air Force. And the arrival of the F-16 and AIM-120 will significantly change this situation. In the past 2 months, Ukraine has proven its armed forces. Without air superiority, it can completely pierce Russia's solid defense line, push forward, and with more Western-aided weapons, such as F-16, depleted uranium armor-piercing bombs, and the arrival of the AIM-120, I believe Ukraine will regain its homeland as soon as possible. Heading to Crimea. I am a wealth accumulation channel. See you in the next episode.